Hello, TJ here again. I'm going to be giving you another tutorial. This time, my tutorial is going to be on tubes and how to properly use them. For tubes, it's very special. There are multiple assets and settings for tubes, like radius, height, and facets. Usually, your Maker Pen starts on with the tube analog brush mode. For brush, it isn't as good because you don't have much control. For brush, when you have to slowly lower your trigger to get these unique shapes that you see, and it isn't as efficient as it would be for raw. For raw, it becomes much more sensitive, much more easier. This is obviously situational, depending on your inputs yourself. Now, for other things, like if you turn tube analog mode off, you can't move it at all. Usually, with surface, tubes do not work unless you go up to here and turn on uniform shapes. Basically, what uniform shapes does is make every line straight, and it's still possible to get smooth results with two uniform shapes on. Now, a bunch of these settings up here, like create grabbable objects, object default, right? What you should usually do is make it off so your objects aren't automatically grabbable, but it's genuinely up to you. And for these shapes, if you really want to see what they do, they don't do much other than, move and actually scale. If I were to scale up with move, then it wouldn't scale it, it would just move it. Makes sense, right? So, always usually keep it at raw if you're gonna, and always have connect nearby tubes on. Sometimes you don't want that, so you can turn it off, but it usually looks smoother with connect nearby tubes on. And you're probably wondering how I get these scratchy, non-smooth shapes. And I believe you've noticed down here it says smooth tubes. This is another setting that is also situational. See, with smooth tubes, if I turn my height scale all the way down, I can get something similar to ribbon, which I can manipulate to go in shapes like, like this. Like a, kind of like a tear in fabric, right? I can get it to look like that. And, also, by the way, just a quick reminder, you can only connect your tube where the tube ends, not starts. So, with these unique shapes, it can only happen on smooth tubes. Well, not only. If I were to try it on, these, I wouldn't get as clean of a result. It'd look a little more, like, messy and wonky, which is the opposite of what we want. But sometimes you want to go for that style. Either look good, it's all situational. And, your default settings, by the way. Your height should be all the way up. Your radius should be at 2. And your facets should be all the way up. And you're probably asking, what do facets do? Your facets, this only works with non-smooth tubes, by the way. Your facets changes the shape of your tube from square, octagon, hexagon, square, and all the way down to triangle. Now, this is how some things, like, it's how stuff like this is made. See these, you see these squares here? These are two. Square tube can be very good, but it's unique for style. And also, this is gore, made by me. Be unique, don't steal my gore. But, tubes are very simple to learn. If you want to do advanced things, I think they'll have a more in-depth, thing on tubes. But, that's all for now. Thank you for watching this tutorial. If you have anything else that you would like to learn, comment it down below, and tell me, and I will definitely make a video on it if I know how. Thank you.